Boom! What's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here for free on this YouTube channel with myself, other TT Pro Trader moderators, and special guests drop golden nuggets and provide you with free lessons that can help you become better traders immediately. If you're ready to learn trading profit for real, you've come to the right place. Take a moment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the stream on your own social media. Let's reach out and empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. But why should you listen to anything we discuss in these live streams? Well, folks, I began my career working for a fund in New York City, my first job out of college. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. But before they let me touch even $1 of their money, I first had to go through an intensive training program, had access to some of the top trading tools, was part of a community of like-minded traders that helped ensure my success, and that is exactly what the TC platform is based on here now today. Guys, tonight's live stream is going to be a damn good one. We got to talk about, yes, you guessed it, none other than what else is there to talk about today besides meme stocks, AMC, GameStop, specifically monster days, some fundamental catalysts on both of those names, pulling all the other meme stocks along with it. Meme stock mania is back. These things have been beaten down a little bit, but for the last week or so, these stocks have been rallying back with a vengeance. Is this the start of something much bigger, a much bigger short squeeze? Or is this just kind of like a dead cat balance that's going to allow some bag holders to dip out? Or is this the start of a much larger short squeeze? We're going to talk all about it. We're going to unpack it here on this live stream. But first, Q&A. I'm going to take some questions. I'm going to allow for you guys to ask me whatever's on your mind. Asking questions is how you learn. Do not be shy. Do not be embarrassed. I want you guys to actually begin typing your questions in chat right now. The thing that I will ask is that you hold your questions regarding GameStop and AMC until later on the live stream, because I will talk to you about all the meme stocks later on in the live. But for now, let's go ahead and begin that Q&A, folks. Begin typing your questions in chat now. All right, folks. And to help join me on this Q&A session, we are going to bring on my business partner and co-founder of TTG. Everybody give a big, huge TTD shout out to Adam, aka Shug.
Why do you enunciate the D?
The D? What are you talking about?
Or the G, you're like Shug.
I don't know. I feel like you deserve a hard G there. I don't know.
Fair enough. All right, so let's see what we got here. Mike, can you show us the 2008 Trader of the Year award?
Here it is. You guys want it? Here, take it. Don't make me turn around again. Can't you see I got a damn sling on my arm?
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. This is from BM. Says, I know it's paramount to learn first before trading, then profits will come, but what would be a reasonable daily average profit for someone with a $50,000 account?
Size of your account doesn't mean anything. You can have a $50,000. It's impossible for me to answer this question. And nor should you even be wondering what the answer to this question is. You know, the wondering and pondering the answer to this question is what's going to cause you to fall victim to greed, go through very poor risk management, and cause you to blow up your account. Don't focus on how much money you can make, okay? Or how much money you're going to make. One of the biggest lessons that I've learned as a trader in my career, and it's something that, you know, my mentor and my boss, and who was also one of the partners at the fund, told me, and this is a quote I share with all my TG members, and that's successful traders are more concerned with how much they're going to lose if they're wrong. Struggling traders are more concerned with how much they're going to make if they're right. Just because you have a $50,000 account, to try to say what's an average amount you can make per day, the $50,000 account doesn't mean anything when you factor in the answer to that question, because the amount of risk that you take on each trade. So you have a $50,000 account. So what? You can risk $100 on one trade, or you can risk $5,000 on one trade. Okay, so the amount of money that you're going to be able to make or potentially lose is going to completely vary based on the risk that you put on that trade. And when I say risk, I'm not talking about the dollar amount that you actually put into the trade. I'm talking about how much would you be losing if you got stopped out on your positions or getting stopped out on a particular trade. So, you know, what I will tell you is this: a $50,000 account, is that enough for you to earn a living, a very comfortable living trading? Yes. If you're able to be consistently profitable, yes, absolutely. You do not need hundreds of thousands of dollars in order to be consistently profitable. We have a lot of members in True Trading Group that started with just a couple $100 or even a couple $1,000 and are now growing that money to where they're living off of that account and they're paying bills off of that account. So if your question is 50K enough to trade full time and live off of, the answer is undoubtedly yes, but I can't give you a number on what's an average amount for you to make.
All right, 1 second. Here's one. I've often wondered this too, Mike. At the end of the day, Benzinga posts like imbalance to the sell side or buy side. It'll say, what does the market closed 1.8 billion to the sell side mean?
Guys, please don't look too, I get this question a lot. Please don't look too much into this. It's not like a secret code for the market's going to go down or up. The market's not that simple. I wish it was, but believe me, you've not, figured out a secret by getting the sell or buy imbalance going into the close. All that is are basically different trade desks alerting that they have orders that have requested to be filled that have still not been filled. And the market makers and different trade desks will then try to find and match orders to fulfill that imbalance, whether it's to the buy side or sell side. Typically, it's not something that's going to necessarily move the market. You can have a sell imbalance and the market can still go up into the close. I believe you actually had a sell imbalance today and the markets went up screaming higher into the close. In order for a buy or sell imbalance to actually really have any type of an effect on direction, it's really going to have to be a large number. A couple $100 million is absolute peanuts. That's not going to do anything. Even 1 billion or 2 billion, not necessarily enough. That's going to affect direction on the markets. You really need a larger number for there to really have an effect, possibly on price. But it's not something that I think people look into too much because it's not giving you the answer that you think it's giving you. So I would tell you mostly to just ignore it.
All right. So Antoine Benjamin asks, can I get a monthly subscription? And unfortunately to that, the answer is no. And Mike will, I guess, explain why it is that we don't offer a monthly subscription.
Yeah, we don't offer a monthly subscription, Antoine. A couple of reasons, but first of all, when you join True Trading Group, it's all inclusive. So you get access to everything. Okay, you get access to everything that you get as a member of True Trading Group. Okay, so as soon as you join TTG, as soon as you join TTG,
are you okay?
Yeah, man, I'm totally fine. So when you join True Trading Group, you're getting access to every single thing that we have. So all of our courses, all of our tools, all of our resources, all of it. And you are also have to understand that to actually give yourself an education, give yourself a chance to actually go through courses, all of our courses, to go through, take the quizzes, go through the video library, attend workshops, attend a private study group. 30 days is not enough for you to be able to do that. Okay. 30 days is just not enough for you to be able to do that. 30 days is not enough for you to determine if, have I learned a new skill successfully? 30 days is simply not enough time. So that's why we do not offer a monthly subscription. It's a year subscription for that reason. Are you going to read that? You want me to read it? I'll read it. I was a trial for 3 days, then annual for a week, and decided to join Lifetime. It's worth it, and I am happy. One a part of it forever now. Yes, Stunk Bike Journey. Glad to have you on board for life, man. Glad to have you on board for life. I love it. That's incredible. Only a member for 3 days, and you've already decided that TTG is your home for life. Okay, I guess Adam left. Does anybody else want to put a question up on the screen? Type your questions in chat, guys. Don't be shy. Why did SPY behave like this today? Hold on, folks. Why did the SPY behave like this today, folks? Well, the SPY behaved like this today because there are some whispers and some chatters that are going on about the progress of talks between Russia and Ukraine. That's really what people were celebrating here today, that you actually had some progression. They're looking at possible ceasefire talks. And it looks like that there's been a couple of different news sources that were reporting the possibility of that progress kind of happening there. And that's why the markets were moving higher today. I think oil will have another run this week, such as IMPP did last week. You got to see what happens with China. You got to see what happens with China, folks, because China going into lockdown. Hold on one second, guys. You got to be careful with what's going on with China, because China going into a lockdown is the reason why you're getting a decrease or a pullback in the price of oil. Okay, so that's really what has been kind of shaking up the price of oil. It's been, it's been the COVID issues in China. China is the largest consumer of oil. They consume about 15 million barrels of oil a day. And China going into lockdown in certain areas is, China going into lockdowns in certain areas is what caused the pullback in the price of oil. You had that with Shenzhen in the beginning of March, and that's what caused that initial pullback in the price of oil. And then now you're having another one, which is going to be Shanghai. And that's what's giving you another pullback, because if China is not using oil, they're the large consumer of oil, 15 million barrels a day, then that slows down demand, and then that would kind of balance off the supply demand aspect. Okay. And then that is why you're getting a little bit of a pullback in the price of oil. That's a really good question. Will balance sheet runoff be more important to the market than a potential 50 basis point rate hike? I believe so. I really believe that the markets care more about balance sheet runoff and quantitative tightening than they do actually about 50 basis point rate hikes. Okay. So what you have to pay attention to is when the Fed minutes are released. Okay. When the Fed minutes are released, that is when I think you're going to really start to see the markets care a lot more about balance sheet runoff than you do rate hikes. The markets have clearly absorbed the expectation of those more aggressive rate hikes, but I don't think the markets have really, priced in aggressive balance sheet runoff because we haven't gotten that information yet. And it's possible that once you actually get the Fed minutes released, there may be some information in there about the balance sheet runoff, and the markets may not like that very much. Do you still feel this rally is a bear trap? Do you also think we get back and test the 420s on the spot? I still do believe that this is, bull trap, not bear trap. This would be if it is, this would be a bull trap, not a bear trap. Bear trap is going to be on the way down. On the way up would be a bull trap. I still do believe that this is a bit of a bull trap, and I do think that the markets will go back. The 420, do we get back down and test these levels? Like the Russia invasion low? That I'm not sure. But do I think we go back down to this region? Yes, I do. I think it's a lot more likely we go back and test this area than we do go back up and test your all-time highs. I do not believe the market's going to get back up here to all-time highs. I do believe that once you start getting into a more aggressive Fed, and you actually get if you actually do get a 50 basis point hike, if the Fed actually starts reducing their balance sheet, then I think you do get that pullback in the overall markets. When do we get the Fed minutes, please? Remember another Ryan. What's up, Ryan? It's usually a couple of weeks after the Fed meeting. So the Fed meeting was about a week and a half ago. So we still have about a week to week and a half to go. I don't know the exact date off the top of my head right now. I'll talk to you guys about it on my live streams before that actually does happen. So before you actually do get the announcement of the Fed minutes, I'll tell you guys about that. I'll talk to you about it well before, in advance of the actual minutes being released, and we'll go over an entire game plan. Okay, we'll go over the entire game plan about that. So, when that time comes, but I don't know the exact date off the top of my head. Next question, folks. Do traders make more or less gains trading options in volatile market versus stable one? Faye, it doesn't really necessarily, to say do traders make more or less. I mean, usually the more volatility, the bigger the moves that you're going to see in the overall market, and the bigger the moves you're going to get in individual stocks, which is going to provide greater moves in the options market. But the increased volatility also adds implied volatility to the option price itself, which makes options more expensive. But when you're the bigger the moves that you're getting in the market, then the bigger the percentage opportunities that are going to be in there. So more volatility in the overall market equals more volatility in the options market as well. And that's going to provide you with just larger overall moves on a percentage basis. So larger moves to the upside, also larger moves to the downside. So yes, there's more potential reward. There's also more potential risk. Do you have advanced courses on how to choose option contracts before the premium starts to gain as well starts coming? Yes, Lee, we do. So Lee, we have multiple option courses that are part of the TTG curriculum. And you've got your beginner option courses, which are basically just going to be understanding basic calls and puts. So like just buying single leg options. So just buying calls or just buying puts, and that's it. Our advanced courses then go over like multi-leg option strategies like credit spreads, straddles, debit spreads, condors, those type of things, but also can go over with you like selling options for premium, selling covered calls. You'll learn all that stuff as a member of True Trading Group. How to select, and if you're talking about like how to select strike price, how to select expiration date, you'll learn all that stuff as well inside of our courses, yes. There is an end to my question, but what is the lifetime membership? Is it different from the annual membership? Is there an additional fee for the lifetime membership? Okay, Ruth, yes, there is an additional fee for the lifetime membership. Okay, lifetime membership is a separate type of membership from annual. They're obviously not the same. One is an annual membership that's paid yearly. Lifetime is lifetime. You pay one price, that's it. You're done. You don't pay us going forward ever again. The lifetime membership is something though that we are getting rid of. Okay. The lifetime membership is something though that we are getting rid of. Okay. We are phasing out the lifetime membership. There's a couple of spots still that are available that Adam and I have decided once we finalize that lifetime membership that it'll just become annual membership and then STR. But lifetime is not, is something that we are going to be phasing off. Anybody else have any other questions? Mike, are you still in Palo Alto trade? And if you can share some insight on cybersecurity trade. Yes, Jalsa, I am still in Palo Alto. Okay, so I am still in Palo Alto. We touched a new all-time high today of 629.49. Okay, 629.49. I'm looking, I really wanted to try to get this thing. I'm long from like 571. I really want to try to get this thing up to like 640, 650. You know, what I intended on doing was breaking up the remaining piece of the trade that I still have. I wanted to sell one. I was literally going to take a piece of profit today over 630. We just got to 629.49 was the high of the day today. So we actually did not get over 630. Over 630, I wanted to take another piece, and then I was looking for a final profit over 640 to 650, and that would kind of be it. My thoughts with the cybersecurity trade was that once you had the White House kind of give like a warning about companies should bolster their cybersecurity and they should increase spending because of imminent attacks coming from Russia, that news cycle would give a bid to your cybersecurity stocks for the next couple of weeks. And then you would look for there to be any news headlines about individual actual cybersecurity attacks. We have not really seen like a major cyber attack unfold and play itself out over the last week or two since the White House kind of gave that warning. So you just kind of have to keep your ears open for cybersecurity attacks and cybersecurity threats for the cyberspace. Okay, Palo Alto is the strongest of the bunch. There's also a lot of others. There's CrowdStrike, there's Okta, there's Cloudflare, there's Fortinet. There's also ETFs like Hack, H-A-C-K, Bug, B-U-G. These are all different ETFs, Hack and Bug, which are going to be a lot cheaper than some of these cybersecurity names. But yes, I'm still in Palo Alto. A lot of TC members are still in the option contract that I gave. So for those that maybe don't know, we follow, whenever I enter a large cap trade, like a Palo Alto, so that's going to be like a $600 stock. I understand that a lot of people don't have the capital to be able to actually trade a $500 or $600 stock. So I always will alert you to an option. The option that I gave everybody was the April 8th expiration $590 strike call option. It was around $13 a contract at the time. Now it's sitting at around 41, I believe, or $40, 39, somewhere in that region. So it's well over a 200% gain on the trade already, but I'm still in a little piece. I'm looking to see if we can get a little move up a little bit higher. Do you think with earnings coming up in the next month that will help the market move up? That's a good question. It is a good question. It's certainly like earnings moving higher or lower. It doesn't seem like he's feeling it today. Yeah, I know. A little annoyed today with certain things. I'm also sitting in a sling here, guys. I might need to have surgery on my my rotator cuff, which is a lot of fun. But earnings could be, part of the bearish argument that a lot of analysts have in the markets right now is that earnings expectations and earnings growth is going to actually slow down. And if earnings growth slows down, then that's going to be obviously a negative for the markets, because you don't want to see earnings growth slow while you're then going to be getting into a monetary tightening policy and a monetary tightening cycle, which is going to be raising rates and reducing balance sheet. Okay. So you're going to want to see that earnings continue to accelerate. Bulls think that earnings are going to be strong enough to still be able to expand in the face of the tightening that you're going to be seeing from the Fed. And that's why earnings is actually going to be very important. So your question about could earnings be a catalyst to make the markets move higher? Yes, they certainly could be, but I know it might sound silly, but it also could be the catalyst that can make the markets move lower. Because if you have companies that all start to like miss earnings or they revise their guidance forward, if CEOs and all these companies believe that the next 6 months are going to be a slowdown in the economy and that inflation is going to eat into the strength and buying power of the consumer so much to where the companies are lowering their guidance going forward, that's going to be a negative. And that could be something that actually brings the markets down, not up. So your next earnings cycle is going to be very important, but I think it's going to be more so the guidance that's going to be more important than even the earnings themselves and what those earnings expectations now are going forward. All right. How do you work with members working different size accounts? Do you have strategies or methods or workshops specifically oriented around small, medium, or large size accounts? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So account size, okay, like whether you have a medium account or a large account is not necessarily something that is not going to make you trade differently. Okay. What we do specialize in, or what we do actually have specifically, we don't have like courses on how to trade a large account, right? That's just, you're not really doing anything differently. But when it comes to trading a small account, those are times and there are things that you want to do differently when you're trading with a very small account and you're looking to grow an account that just has maybe a couple $100 in it, and you're trying to grow that account to become maybe 4 figures or even a 5-figure account. There are very specific things you want to do and not do. Matter of fact, we actually have, I've conducted several live workshops with members, 2.5 hour long workshops that are specifically geared towards how to grow a small account. And learning how to grow a small account is something that we focus very strongly on inside of True Trading Group. And we actually have one of our moderators, Jason, the Professor Simmons, is doing a small account challenge right now, which is where he took $1,000. He opened up a brand new Charles Schwab account, and he's going to grow that $1,000 account up to like a 25K account. Okay. So that is, that's something that Jason Simmons is actually doing right now with members, and he's walking people through those trades, and members are able to follow him that have smaller accounts and kind of see how he goes about navigating that and how he goes about doing that. Okay. So we do have very specific stuff on how to grow a small account. A lot of our members have grown small accounts, folks. It's not, like I said, you don't need tens of thousands of dollars to make money in the markets. You don't. It's a very common misconception. We have a lot of members that have done it with just a few $100. To prove it to you, I'll just, before I wrap up our Q&A, I'll actually ask some of our members that are on the live stream here today. Guys, my TG fam, how many of you started with small accounts? Have you started with less than $1,000? I want you to tell me what you started with and then where you are now today. So again, if you're a member, you started with less than $1,000, and now I want you to tell me what you started with and then where you are now here today. All right, Pablo started with just $1,000, was already at 1,500. Jimmy Benson, that's absolutely insane. $500, and in 2 years has brought that up to a 6-figure account. That's absolutely outstanding. Chris Botsis from $500 to 4,500. Jenny Mitchell, 2 weeks ago. Wow, this is amazing. 2 weeks ago, started with $105, is now at 997. A Visions from 500 to now 2,200. Marmank started with just $100, is now at 450. Wudai started with 1,000, is now at 2,000. Antonio from $500, oh my God, now up to 95,000. I'm not sure the time frame on that, but Antonio Battaglia, that's incredible. Dave P started with $800, has now made more than 10 times that. Sonny, recent member, $1,500, is now at 2,200 in just 10 days. Jerry Ballard from $100 to $450 in just 2 weeks. Kathleen Duke from $100 now in a 5-digit account. Alan Kochin from 6,000 now to 48,000. Alan Albury from 300 to 2,500. All right, so you guys can see. I don't need to continue to read all the comments that are coming through chat right now, but you guys get the hint. Okay, you guys get the point. Rather, you can read some of those more comments, but the point is that you don't need tens of thousands of dollars in order to make money in the markets. All right. All right, folks. So that kind of wraps up our Q&A session there. You guys asked some really good questions. For those of you that are not members of True Trading Group, if I did not get to your questions, do not worry, because we go live here 6 nights a week. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. You don't ever want to miss out on any one of the TTD live streams. If you are a member of True Trading Group, okay, just send myself or one of the other 8 professional trader moderators a message in chat. Tomorrow, we'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have. All right. Speaking of non-members, guys, do me a favor. Type the number 1 in chat if you are not a member of True Trading Group. Type the number 1 in chat if you are not a member of True Trading Group. We got I'm going to buy low and sell high. John, Maja, Cody, Internet, Linda, John Bobrun, Lee Samboon, Patrick Green, Christian Mahillet. Great, guys. Beautiful. A lot of number ones that are coming through chat right now. I love seeing a lot of new faces that are here on the lives with me here today. A lot of new faces here. I love it. I like it a lot. Guys, listen, so what I'm going to do here real quick, I know everybody has a ton of questions about AMC and GameStop and specifically a lot of your meme stocks. We're going to talk about all of that here today. We're going to go over AMC. We're going to go over GameStop. A lot of people want to know about the overall markets. Had a nice, strong green day today, but really the center of the focal point of this conversation today will be the meme stocks, AMC, GameStop. What happens with these stocks now from here? Is this the start of a much bigger short squeeze, or is this more of a dead cat bounce? Let's talk about it. We're going to go over my predictions on what I think those stocks are going to do, and then also what I believe the markets are going to actually do tomorrow, because I have a very specific trade idea for tomorrow that I'm going to share with you guys later on this live stream. But for the next 5 to 10 minutes or so, I'm just going to share with you guys some information on how you can join the TeachE platform. For those that are interested, we have some incentives and discounts that are good up until midnight specific tonight. And then we're going to get into AMC and GameStop. So make sure you guys don't go anywhere. All right. I want you guys to think of TTG as the Netflix of trading communities, because you guys pay one price for the whole year. You get access to the core of everything that we have, our current and future courses, our current and future premium tools. Normally, TTG is $2,212. Okay. However, the next 20 people that go to ttgoffer.com and use the coupon code TTG121 at checkout will get not only just a 44% discount, brings the price down to just $1,223 for the entire year. But we also started something that worked really, really well last week and over the weekend that we're going to continue to roll with here. And that is that the next 20 people that go to ttgoffer.com and use the coupon code TTG121, not only do you get a 44% discount, but we will give you a $200 cash back immediately upon you completing our courses and quizzes. Now, the reason why we are doing this is very specific. We survey our members. We see the success that our members are having. There is a glaring, correlation between members that complete the courses and quizzes and are having success and becoming profitable, and the members that have not completed the courses and quizzes that are still struggling. So what I'm telling you guys here now today is that we are so confident in our ability to help you guys become successful that if you put in just a little bit of effort, actually go through the courses, actually go through the quizzes, and if you do so, we will give you $200 cash back. Now, that's going to bring the cost of your membership from $1,223 down to now just $1,023 for the entire year. I'm being dead serious. We're going to give you $200 cash back. The next 20 people that go to ttgoffer.com and use the coupon code TTG121 will get that $200 cash back offer. But the next 20 people to sign up are also going to get not one, but two small private study group sessions to get the individual attention that you need to help succeed by answering all of the questions that you guys have by communicating with one of our TTG Pro moderators. At TTG, you're getting a professional educational curriculum that's both in-depth and complex, yet very easy to understand and implement quickly. Whether you've never traded a day in your life or you are a professional looking to gain an edge, the TTG curriculum and platform can help you reach goals that you never thought were possible. We pair that education with premium tools from top fintech companies that if you purchased on your own would cost you over $4,000 to $5,000 a year. As a member of TTG, you get access to tools from Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media, CBOE, Polygon, Trade Ideas, and more. At the top of the law, folks, you're becoming part of a community of active and educated, like-minded and helpful traders and investors that are led by TTG's team of full-time trading moderators with over 100 years of combined trading experience that currently sport a collective win rate of just under 80% with a focus on stocks, options, crypto, futures, day trading, swing trading, long-term investing, and we actually give a shit whether you succeed or fail because results matter at True Trading Group. Your results and your success are measurable through your P&L. TTG exists to empower the retail trader. And the bottom line is that the vast majority of our members are making money. And more importantly, they're becoming better traders. And if you guys don't believe me, just watch this. Now I'm talking directly to members. Now, if you are a member of True Trading Group, my question is simple. Are you making money because of True Trading Group? If that answer is yes, I'd like you to type the $ in chat right now. Type the $ in chat right now if you are a member of TTG and you are making money because of the TTG platform. Now, my advice to anyone that's not a member, just try to count how many $ come through the side of the screen, because these $ are TTG members that are telling you that they are making money because of our platform. There's no difference between these people and you. They found us the same way you did, and that's one of these live streams. They had small accounts. They worked full-time jobs. They lost money in the markets before. They had no idea what they were doing. But yet here they are now telling you that they're making money because of True Trading Group. There's no difference between these people and you, folks. Now, you just heard me for the last 5-10 minutes or so talk to you about how great True Trading Group is and why you should put your hard-earned money to work. Well, now you can watch as we put our money where our mouth is, because going back to our platform and how confident we are in our ability to help you become successful, anyone that joins by midnight tonight, not only do you get that 44% discount, brings the price down to just $12.23. Not only do you get the $200 cash back when you complete our courses and quizzes, not only do you get 2 small private study groups to get the individual attention that you need to succeed, not only do you get access to all of our current and future courses and tools, but we will give you double your money back at the end of your membership if you do not make the $12.23 back at least once during your membership. I'm dead serious. As long as you complete the courses, pass the quizzes, and attend 1 private study group. Do those 3 things. And if you do not make $1,223 back at least once, that's the cost of your membership. If you don't make that back at least once during your membership, we will give you back $2,446. So let me clarify. I'm offering the next 20 people that pay $12.23 right now before midnight tonight a double your money back guarantee. Folks, it's pretty simple. We feel that if we're going to come up here every night and we're going to say, invest in the TTG platform and trust our platform and our program to help you reach your goals, that we need to double down and we've got to put that money up with you. This is our way of proving it to you. This is how confident we are in our ability to help you become successful. That's why our money back guarantee is not based on our P&L. It's not based on our win rate. It's based on your P&L. It's based on your success, your results. Go to ttgoffer.com right now. The price is going to show $22.12. You guys have to actually enter the coupon code TTG121, hit enter. That'll bring the price down to $12.23, and you enter your information, check out, you're good to go. You guys will see for yourself on ttgoffer.com that, we don't have any fine print. Or do we? Let's scroll down. Let's actually read the fine print that we have here on the TTG platform, folks. You're right. There had to have been a catch, right? Well, let's see. What's our fine print say here? Just zoom that in for me, Joe. Fine print right here in red font. Don't stress the exams. You get the answer key. TTG's double your money back guarantee is in addition to the $200 cash back offer for completing all courses and exams. No catch, just opportunity. Okay, so you guys, yes, you actually do get the answer key for the quizzes. Don't cheat, because you're only cheating yourself. At the end of the day, you need to know what you understand and what you don't understand. So if you cheat, you're really only cheating yourself. But that's not the catch. The quizzes are not this impossible exam that you're not going to be able to pass. So you guys actually get the answer key. So that's not the catch. All right. Everybody, welcome Patricia. Patricia is the newest member of the TTG family. Welcome, Patricia. That means there's 19 of those spots now left. Everybody, welcome Patricia. All right, guys, you'll know you're one of those 20. You're locking in one of those 20 spots. If you go to the checkout page, as long as you see the $200 cashback offer in your checkout cart, that means you're one of the 20. Well, now there's 19, excuse me. So you'll know you're one of the 19. So Patricia just locked in one of those spots. There's now 19 of those spots now remaining. Okay. And folks, if you're still unsure about the TTG platform, okay, If you have questions about the membership, you can send a text message to 201-775-9702. Again, that is 201-775-9702. My partner and co-founder of True Trading Group, Adam, will be more than willing and happy to help.
Actually won't be. You can go ahead and contact Luciano. Also, everyone that signed up for Mike's workshop this evening, it is not going to be in the main chat room. It's going to be in the study hall. You will need the password that was sent to you in the email. Okay, so if you have any trouble or you need help signing up, contact Luciano. And tonight's workshop will be in the study hall, not the main workshop. Thank you.
Okay, folks. All right. Okay, so if you have questions about the membership, you can send a text message to 201-775-9702. All right, folks. All right. So there's that. All right. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to head on over and we're going to take things over to the charts, and we're going to start to now move over. We're going to talk about some meme stocks. Okay. Everybody welcome Patrick. We went from Patricia to now Patrick. Everybody welcome Patrick. There's now just 18 spots left, guys. 18 spots. 18 spots left. Everybody welcome Patrick. Newest member of the TTG family. Welcome Patrick. All right. 18 spots left. Welcome Patrick. Remember, guys, go to ttgoffer.com. All right. To the next 18 people to use the code TTG121. You get the 44% discount. You get the $200 cash back upon completing the courses and quizzes. All right. You also get the 2 small private study groups. And if you don't make the 1223 back at least once, okay, during your membership, we're going to give you back $2,446. That's for the next 18 people that sign up to True Trading Group before midnight tonight. All right. Now, let's move things on over to the charts. And we are going to talk about meme stocks. All right, folks. All right, guys. So let's talk about meme stocks here real quick. Everybody wants to know AMC, GameStop. What's been going on? AMC got a ton of media coverage today on CNBC. You also had Adam Aaron, CEO, was actually on CNBC this morning. He was supposed to be on last week, but there was actually an issue where his lawyers or something actually asked him to actually had him not come on CNBC, so he wasn't allowed to come on. He said his lawyers prevented him from coming on last minute, so he had to cancel. So he was actually able to come on television this morning. And really what he said was that you can expect a lot more strategic, like game-changing type of moves and deals from AMC. So for those that don't know, if you've been living under a rock for the last couple of weeks, AMC bought a stake in a silver and gold mining company called Hycroft Mining, HYMC. Now, this news was actually announced on March 15th. This is not new news. Okay, so the move that you saw today in HYMC is not necessarily something that is new. This news came out on the 15th. Okay. But what you basically had today was you had a lot more media coverage on this today because the CEO of AMC was on CNBC talking about this particular deal, talking about the value opportunity that he sees in HYMC. And he says this company reminds him a lot of AMC, which is companies that have tremendous assets, but are tight on cash and they can't realize the true potential value in these assets because they do not have the cash available to do so. And he's pointing towards HYMC as being a company that has, tremendous assets of gold and silver reserves. Again, it's a gold and silver mining company. And he was able to help HYMC raise capital and get cashed up to where they can actually start to move forward and maybe try to actually capitalize on the assets that are in front of them, which is similar to what happened with AMC. AMC was really kind of saved by the retail trader. The retail trader, the ape community and the ape movement really came behind AMC and really gave that company the ability to put itself in a much stronger financial position, a much stronger financial situation. Okay. Without the retail trader coming to the aid of AMC, AMC would not be in the financial position that they are in now today. Okay. So that is really, that kind of speech from AMC's CEO really brought a lot of interest back into HYMC. Now, HYMC, very, very small company, but supposedly has some very strong gold and silver assets that if they get the cash to actually monetize and develop those assets, people think that this can be a pretty serious mining company. And that's what gave you a 97% increase in HYMC today. Okay, that's what did that. A 97% increase in HYMC there today. Okay, so you guys really need to pay attention to HYMC going forward, because if HYMC gets over $2.75, there really isn't much standing in the way until you get to $3.50 as your next level of resistance. And that level goes all the way back to last year. You'll see here on my screen this very key major support level that you have at $3.50. This previous level of support, you would expect it to now become an area of resistance, right? And this $2.50 area, I like to say 250 to 275, has really been a major level for HYMC. Not only is this area of resistance from just a couple of weeks ago when that news was released, but if you go back further in time, you'll see that this area was resistance back in July and August as well. And then you had that previous little pivot support level in early July. So that 250, 275 is a very important level for HYMC. And if it gets over that, you have the potential for this stock to squeeze. This stock was actually shorted pretty heavily in early March when this news came about. Okay, a lot of people looked at this move by AMC when the news came out. Nobody really understood the move. Like, why is AMC a movie theater company? Why are they investing into a gold and silver mining company? Like, where's the correlation? Where's the synergy there? Did it make sense? So a lot of people shorted HYMC. This stock was heavily shorted over the last 2 weeks. Now you get more of an explanation from AMC CEO on CNBC, and now all of a sudden this stock has come back to life. So all the meme stock traders that are out there, yes, I know everyone's focused on AMC and everyone's focused on GameStop, but you should also be focusing on HYMC. Okay, focus on HYMC, because if this stock gets over that 250, 275, it has room to 350. Okay, so that's going to be HYMC. Now, speaking of AMC, let's go over and let's cover AMC. A huge day for the stock today, up 44%. We broke through a major level of resistance that was holding this stock back for the last couple of months, and we'll draw a line right on your screen here, and it's right around this like $21 to $22. If you guys go back, look here to the left, you see December and January, you'll see support at $21 to $22. Once you broke beneath it, you'll notice in February, that level became resistance. And then again in March, that level became resistance the last couple of days. And then today with the CEO on CNBC, kind of explaining the opportunity with HYMC and making that bullish argument on how this can become a very profitable enterprise for AMC, and then start to reiterate that you're going to see a lot more of these, which insinuates that AMC is really going on kind of maybe an acquisition rampage, where maybe they're going to look to start acquiring other smaller companies, or they're going to start making other investments to diversify kind of revenue streams from AMC. So they're not just kind of focused on selling popcorn or selling movie tickets, that there's other areas that this company is going to generate revenue from. And that really got the markets excited. And what I think you really saw happen today was, I think that you had a bit of a combination of like, the CEO came on TV today, and I think the CEO did two things. I think his discussions today inspired the retail trader again to get behind AMC and believe in the movement that was AMC. But I also think that it started to cause some short sellers to say, you know what, I've rode this thing long enough. It's time to get out of this position, because fundamentally things are changing. And the best way for institutional short sellers to get off of a short position is for there to be a fundamentally change within the company and the business model that they are shorting against. When institutions bet against a company, they're betting against a business model, or they're betting against maybe management's competency. So now that you have the CEO coming on television basically saying, hey, we are going to be changing our business model and our approach by making strategic investments like a silver and gold mining company, that we're going to be doing more of these. Well, that now tells you that the company's possibly going to be getting a lot more revenue from a lot of different areas other than just movie theaters and popcorn. And I think that lit the spark today. That lit the spark, a huge volume day for AMC. A huge volume day. Okay, we haven't really seen volume like this in AMC. You haven't seen this kind of volume. You have to go all the way back until August and June of like the initial round of that huge rally of AMC in order to get a 230 million share candle on a daily chart. Your last 230 million share day was in June. And June was the height of the AMC rally. May, the end of May, beginning of June was the height of that. So today's volume was actually very significant, and you broke above that resistance level and it just exploded. You had minor resistance at 24. Stock went right through 24 today, did not really give it much of a fuss today, pushed right through 24 and extended up to your next major level of resistance is going to sit actually up around 32, 32.50. Minor resistance here at 30. So let's look at the charts. Where do you see your next level of resistance? Now that we cleared that area, okay, I'll just draw them out for you. You had a minor level here at 24, which was previous resistance there from early January. Then you have this purple line on your screen, which is your 100-day moving average. Okay. Then we already broke through that. Okay. So we can kind of get rid of that. Your next level, and again, this is a minor level, not really major, and it's going to be $30. And that's today's high. But it's also this little minor resistance level back there from the end of December. Again, not something major, okay? But now your more severe levels of resistance get up around $32, $33. And now why is that level going to be a little bit more of a major level of resistance? Let me show you. As you look back here to the left, okay, you'll notice a very major level here in the low 30s, $32, $33. You'll see here, you got to go all the way back to September, October. You'll see all that support there in the low 30s. Once it broke in the end of November, you'll see it then became heavy resistance for the stock. You can see not once, but twice tried to rally back through $33 and failed both times. And then you had the big sell-off. Well, now you also have what in the way? The 200-day moving average, this yellow line that you see on your screen, that 200-day moving average lines up there with that $33 area. So that is going to be your next major level of resistance. So if AMC is going to continue to have legs, I think it's got room up to like 32, 33. And considering the volume and the momentum that I saw today, I don't see there being any reason why it can't get up to that $32, $33, but then I would expect to pull back off of those levels. I think that's a major level of resistance. And I don't think the stock's going to be able to break through it on its first attempt. So I think that maybe this momentum takes you another $1 or $2, and then I would start to look for possibly a pullback on AMC. Then, guys, we can move over to GameStop. Okay. Then we can move over to GameStop. Now, GameStop broke above its own major level of resistance today. And this is a level that Matt and I have talked about for the last week. If you guys caught our live stream, we always have a guest, Mr. Matt KOSS himself, our friend of True Trading Group. We've had him on these live streams many times, and him and I have broken down these levels for you on AMC and GameStop. And with GameStop specifically, it's these low 160s, like 161, 160. That area was again, let's go back, previous support for GameStop, right? Look at this support in the low 160s, previous support, September, October, December. We broke it in December, just like with AMC. Then it tried to get back above it, was unable to do so, and then sold off. Well, today we busted through that level and had a massive squeeze through. GameStop right now is stronger than AMC from a chart pattern mindset, or from a chart pattern perspective. I know AMC is up a bigger percentage today, but GameStop has a much stronger looking daily chart because GameStop is already above major levels of resistance that AMC has not yet gotten over. So like, for example, that 200-day moving average, look at the yellow line on your screen, okay? GameStop is already above that yellow line, right? You see how much, and it's above it definitively. You go back to AMC, AMC is still well beneath it. Okay, so when you pan things out, you can see where AMC is in comparison, and then go look at where GME is. Okay, so GME has kind of been leading the way, and that stems from Ryan Cohen buying an additional 100,000 shares. He now owns 11.9% of the company. And his famous tweet last week of "I put my money where my mouth is." Yes, he now owns 11.9% of GameStop. Everybody, welcome Melissa. Melissa, welcome to the TGD family. Folks, that means there's now just 17 of those spots left. If you guys want the $200 cash back, you want a cheaper price for True Trading Group, no problem. All you got to be willing to do is put in a little bit of effort. I don't need 40 hours a week. Give me a couple hours a week, and that's plenty. You go at your own pace. The courses are available to you 24/7, 365. As long as you go through the courses and you complete our quizzes, we will give you a $200 cash back immediately. Take that $200, throw it right into your trading account if you want to. Hell, go fill up your gas tank. I don't know. Do whatever you want with it. But the $200 cash back is going to be yours. You just have to go through the courses and pass the quizzes. As long as you see the cashback offer in your checkout cart, that means you're good to go. If you guys have questions about the membership, 201-775-9702. Send a text message to that number, 201-775-9702. If you guys have questions about the membership, or maybe you're having a hard time signing up for whatever the reason. All right. So GameStop. Guys, I got to be honest with you about GameStop. There really does not appear to be any major levels of resistance until you get up to 250. Now, does that mean it's going to go to 250? It's not necessarily mean I think it's going to go to 250, but from a major resistance standpoint, you have minor resistance here at 200. I would not consider that major resistance. I consider that minor resistance right there at 200. Okay. I consider that a minor resistance level, but you get to 250, that's major. That's that strong double top from November. See that strong double top from November? That's a major level of resistance. Okay. But if GameStop gets over 200, there really isn't anything in the way for it to get to 250. So yes, these are huge moves. Okay. Yes, these are huge moves in these stocks. Can they continue higher? Yes, they certainly can. But they are extremely extended. Okay. They are extremely extended. Do not just expect these stocks to just go up in straight lines. They will experience pullbacks. Okay. Stocks do not just go up in straight lines. Okay. They do not go up in straight lines. All right. But those are the levels that you have on these stocks. They have, GameStop especially. Now that GameStop's gotten above 160, if you get pullbacks on that thing, you got to look for that area to start to hold as support. You got to look for the 160s to start to become a support level for you. Okay, you got to look for that level to start to hold. All right. And that's really it, folks. Those are kind of my thoughts there. Those are my thoughts there on GameStop, my thoughts on AMC, my thoughts on HYMC. I hope that's helpful for you guys. And then I'll just touch upon the SPY very quickly. The SPY pierced through the 100-day moving average today, which is this purple line on your screen. And we are now approaching the major resistance level that is 458. 457 to 458 is a major level of resistance for the SPY. Okay, a major level of resistance for the SPY. Okay, so you guys can see that double top resistance there from February, that previous pivot low from January. That's going to be a major level of resistance for you for the SPY. Now, what I'm looking for to happen actually tomorrow is I'm looking for us to actually gap up tomorrow right into 458 and then pull back from there. That's what I'm going to be looking for. Okay, so gap up to 458 and then pull back from there. So it's very possible you guys may see me take a put option trade tomorrow in the SPY. If we get a gap up into 458, I'll look for that to become resistance, get myself into some puts, and then see if you get that pullback. And I would look for that pullback to take you back underneath 450. Not necessarily tomorrow, but if you do get the pullback off of 458, I would expect that pullback to be about 2 to 3 days long. And that could take you back beneath 450. Okay, so if there's a gap up tomorrow to 458, then that is where I'm going to be looking for possible put options at 458 and then see if you can get that pullback down into those low 450s. All right. You guys get it? Got it? Get it? Got it? Good. All right, guys. So that's it. So we talked about AMC, we talked about GameStop, we talked about HYMC, we talked about the overall markets. That was my thought process on all of those stocks. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Hope that was able to answer a lot of your questions. What I'd like to do now quickly is for those that are interested, I'd like to actually show you the TTG platform. Okay, I'd like to actually show you guys the TTG platform. All right, and I use the word platform very specifically because when you join True Trading Group, you're not just joining to get access to my trade alerts or one of the other 8 professional traders' trade alerts. That's not what you're getting only when you join True Trading Group. You're getting a platform which is going to give you access to the tools and resources that professional traders use to make better informed decisions. That is what makes TTG a platform and makes us different from just any other chat room. All right. So let me actually show you guys what the platform actually looks like. Okay. So remember, right? TTGoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code, 44% discount brings the price down to $12.23. And the next 17 people to join will get a $200 cash back upon completing courses and quizzes. You're also going to get 2 small private study groups, and you're going to get access, of course, to our daily chat room. Our chat room is where the mods and I share our screen with you. We're live on the microphone. We're calling out our trades in real time, all day, every day, giving you market commentary from pre-market till after hours. We're there for you for the entire day. We're fully transparent. We sport a collective win rate just under 80%. We've got a trading journal on our website that tracks every buy and sell that our moderators make, so you can follow along and see for yourself how you'd be doing if you're following our trades. You also get 2 small private study groups. That's your chance to get individual attention from a TG mod to make sure that your questions get answered. Then you have the Benzinga Pro newsfeed, live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat room. Okay, directly inside of our chat room, so you can get news without delay. No more relying on something that's delayed like a Yahoo Finance. You're gonna get news as soon as it crosses the wire here with the Benzinga newsfeed. This newsfeed, if you went to Benzinga on your own, you'd have to pay $1,400 a year to get access to this newsfeed. It is included in your membership when you join TTG. You can do so for just $12.23. Complete the courses quizzes. It only costs you $10.23. Everything I'm showing you right now is included, including the TradingView charting software. It's one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders, included free with your membership. The Trade Ideas Scanner, one of the industry standard scanners, will make sure you are always focused on the hottest stocks during the day, stocks that are making new highs, new lows, and have a surge in volume. Then you have our simulator. Our simulator lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data. Okay, this way you can practice implementing what you are learning in the courses. You can practice implementing that before You start risking your hard-earned cash. Use the simulator. It's there to help you. Then you get our own proprietary scanner, has the same functionality as FinViz Elite, but also lets you scan for crypto. You also get dark pool data and unusual options activity. Okay. Unusual options activity and dark pool data is something that used to only be available to professionals. Now you have access to this information as a member of TTG to help you make better informed decisions. You get a full trading performance journal that tracks all your trading, gives you statistics and data so you can see what you're doing wrong. Social sentiment scanner. This is going to show you, going to scour through Reddit, Stock Twits, and Twitter and tell you what stocks are being mentioned the most on those platforms. That way you can stay ahead of the crowd. Our profile tool will actually let you get unlimited analyst ratings on any stock that you're interested in. So this way, before you buy or sell a stock, you can actually check to see how many analysts have a buy, hold, or sell rating on the stock. Then you're going to get our watch list and game plan. Every day, the mods publish a watch list and our game plan on how we intend on trading those stocks. This way, you will always be up to date on what stocks the mods at TTG are looking to trade. Then you have our courses. Now, folks, the courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses. There's advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it. It's all in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. There are no VIP or pro level courses that cost more money once you join. There are no upsells in TD to get access to different courses or tools. Okay, all the tools and courses I'm showing you here on this live stream are included with your annual membership. And then you also have a video library that gives you access to over 200 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that we've conducted live with members, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO. You guys can have access to all of these also live when you become a full-time member. Attend all these things live. And then, of course, anything new we add, any new course, any new tool, anything like that, we get add to the platform. It's included, just like Netflix. When they come out with a new show or new movie, it is included with your membership. They don't ask you to pay more. Same thing with your trading. All right? Folks, it's time you invested in something real, something that can actually help you reach your goals. We cannot promise you that you're going to make millions of dollars and you're going to buy a Lamborghini, but we can promise you a real chance at success as long as you're willing to put in some effort. We can promise you that we're going to give you double your money back if you fail to make your membership fee back at least once over that year. And we can promise you we actually give a damn about your success. And the day you join True Trading Group is a day that our relationship begins. But the ball's in your court. I can't make these decisions for you. I don't know what else I can do besides offer you a $200 cash back for completing the courses and quizzes. I don't know, offering you double your money back if you don't make back your membership fee. 2 small private study groups, everything that you guys need to help you become successful is right there in front of you. The ball's in your court, though. You've got to make the decision. And if you're still unsure about our platform, we do have a 1-week trial. It's only $3. You can go to ttgthree.com. That's ttg3 spelled out.com. It's $3. We charge $3 to make sure you are a real person and to maintain the integrity of our chat room. So you guys can use ttgthree.com. Get you access to our chat for 1 full week, 7 days. You guys can have access to the TTG platform, see for yourself the tools, the resources, and experience what it is like to be part of the TTG family before you guys decide if the fam is right for you. All right. Otherwise, guys, ttgoffer.com. Again, you'll know you're getting one of those $200 cashback offers as long as you see the offer in your checkout cart. You guys are good to go. All right. And again, if you have questions, 201-775-9702. Guys, thanks for joining me here tonight. If you guys have not done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. Be sure you never miss out on any one of these live streams. We'll drop a golden nuggets on a regular. I will see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Later, everybody.